It starts the moment you open your eyes. A quiet rhythm, a hypnotic pulse to modern life. You wake up, and just like that, the day unfolds, always along the same well-worn path. You give it your hours, your energy, your focus. You work.
And what's the reward for all this dedication? A number. A number that appears in your account. A little validation for the time you've spent. You get paid. But even with that reward, there's a quiet feeling that just lingers, right, beneath the surface of the whole routine. A persistent sense that, despite all the effort, something is just fundamentally off. And somehow, it's never enough. Now, you need to understand, that feeling, it isn't an accident. And it is absolutely not a personal failure. No, it's a feature. A core feature of a vast, intricate design that's working exactly as intended. This is the system at work.
So where does it all begin? Well, it starts with a story you were told from a very young age, one that shaped every decision, every expectation you've ever had. This is what we call the illusion of the path. It's the promise you were sold.
You remember the formula, don't you? It was so simple, almost reassuring. Study hard, get a good job, follow the rules. Do that, they said, and your life is set. A life of stability, of success. It was all but guaranteed.
But there was a part of the story they left out, a crucial detail. No one ever told you that this path, it was never meant to make you rich. It was designed with meticulous, almost surgical care to make you dependent.
And how is that dependency maintained? Through the comfort of a steady paycheck. It feels safe, doesn't it? But that comfort, it comes at a very steep price. This is the trap of the job. This is the real cost of a salary. Think about it. At its very core, it's a trade, a fundamental trade. You give away your most precious, absolutely non-renewable resource, your time, and in exchange, you get money. But here's the imbalance, the flaw that's built right into the design. Your time is finite. The system, however, ensures your expenses are infinite. So, that money you get from the trade, where does it actually go? Does it build your freedom? No. It enters a closed loop, a carefully constructed circuit designed for one purpose, to keep you running in place. Welcome to the endless money cycle.
And this cycle, it is ruthlessly efficient. First, you earn. Then, you spend. On bills, rent, debt, subscriptions, you name it. And just like that, the money flows right back to the very system that paid you. It is a perfect closed loop, one from which most people will simply never escape.
Now, to keep you from ever really questioning this loop, the system has a powerful tool at its disposal, something engineered specifically to capture your attention, to numb your ambition. It's the distraction machine. Think about it. When you're tired, when you're stressed, it's right there, offering a quick escape. Endless scrolling, brief, fleeting hits of dopamine. But the result isn't real rest, is it? It's just lost time. Hours, energy, focus, all the things that could have been used to build a way out are simply gone.
So you have all these components: the promise of the path, the trap of the job, the endless money cycle, the constant distractions. They all serve a single, overarching purpose. We've now arrived at the system's true goal, the revelation.
You might think the goal is to leave you with nothing. That's a common misunderstanding. But the system doesn't actually want you broke. Why? Because a broken component is a useless component.
Now, the true goal is far more subtle and far more effective. The system wants you just comfortable enough to survive, but never enough to actually escape. Just comfortable enough to keep playing the game, but never, ever wealthy enough to have the true freedom to just walk away.
But here's the thing. Just understanding this design, that is the first crucial step. And the second step? It's realizing that an exit does exist. There is a different path forward. There is a way to break the cycle. This new path, it begins with a completely new definition of freedom. See, real freedom isn't about getting a bigger paycheck. It's about having control over your own time. It comes from building your own assets, not from trading your limited hours for a wage. So the escape, it isn't found by just running faster on that same hamster wheel. The solution isn't to work harder inside the system. It's to think differently, outside of it. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset, from being a consumer to becoming a creator, from being dependent to becoming an owner. So make no mistake about it, the system is always working. It is a relentless, brutally efficient machine, which means the only question that remains, the only one that truly matters, is this one. Are you working for it, or are you making it work for you? That choice is yours.